kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Syracuse's offense will have the ball first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team at the middle, towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
Snap from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The give to the back. Fights off a defender. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to sling it on second down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, the quick spin move. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The screen, he's got wheels. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Handoff to the single running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the... Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the right. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And now this offense will take the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football? And you could tell his feet weren't set. He was drifting a little bit.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the 1st. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Defense looks like they're coming. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Russell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the ground with the back. Got the 1st down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dances away to buy time. Did the work himself. He's brought down the 1 of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Plows through the defense. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Jenkins. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the 2nd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. It did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
And here comes the punt team. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Complete to the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds his man, it's Cook. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Got it behind the line. It's Jenkins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Hard running there. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Spins away from the defender. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I can tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Orange will have to punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's complete. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And here comes the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. On the double. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Russell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And the ball's free in the end zone. He goes down in the end zone. There's also a penalty marker, but I think it's going to be a safety either way. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. And some room to work.
Returner is tackled out at the 41, and the offense will take over.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on the counter. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Spins away from the defense. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Spins away from the defense. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense execute.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Russell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Russell. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now on second down. send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on second down. A shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. He lost one down the sideline. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Unleashes one deep. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Line getting set on second down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.